Okay, in this video, I just want to cover the autofill feature. Let's say I needed to type in the months of the year from January to December. Now, Excel already knows, for example, if I type in January, right, and if I click on the January one and I go to the bottom right of the cell, you see it turns into a crosshair, like, the icon on the bottom right. You can see here it's normal, and then if I go exactly onto that block on the bottom right, it does that. When I'm on there, if I click and I drag it down, it'll basically automatically start filling these cells in. So I just clicked, and while I held it in, I dragged it down until I saw December, and once I let go, it auto-filled all of those things. So basically, Excel is able to effectively pick up patterns in this way. Even if I type in, for example, the number 1, the number 2, and I highlight both of them. Now, it's important to highlight both here, because if I just highlight the 2 and I try to drag it down, it doesn't know that it wants to go 1, 2, 3. So you can see it's just copying 2 all the way down, right? I'm going to delete that. So what I have to do, if I got 1 and 2, I highlight both of them. So I click and drag. So I've got both of them highlighted. Then I go to the bottom right and I start dragging. Now, based on that, it basically sees the sequence 1, 2. It sees the sequence of 1, 2, and it'll basically then do 3, 4, 5. The other thing to note when you're doing this, if you already have a column that's populated, like it already knows it needs to go 12, right? So let's say, for example, I had 2, 4, right? And now if I go there, instead of having to manually drag it down, I can simply, at this point, just double click on that crosshair. So if I go into that crosshair and I double click, it'll automatically go to the last populated cell, and it knew that I was basically incrementing in 2s. So it went 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I mean, the same could apply for other things as well. Let's say I said Monday, and now Monday, remember, you don't need to have Tuesday as well because it knows the sequence. So if I double click there, you can see it immediately goes down all the way to the bottom until it reaches this last populated cell. It effectively looks at the row, at the column to the left of it. Now, what will happen is here you can see it goes Monday, Tuesday until it reaches Sunday, and then it just repeats the sequence up to that point over there. So it starts again with Monday and goes up to Friday because that's where it stops. So that's just to show you the autofill feature. It's quite helpful in a lot of instances where you need to, for example, just type out a sequence. Remember, you can click and drag, or if you already have some data to the left of it, you can just double click on that crosshair, and it'll automatically populate for you.